First and foremost, the text-to-speech might sound weird, but I really have no other choice. But I swear it's for this one video only, and later on I will do voiceovers with my actual voice. I couldn't also use text since that would have made the video really messy. Anyways, today's video will teach you how you can make custom Roblox thumbnails on a web-based program called Photopea. This method is easy since you do not need to use Photoshop, Blender, or Roblox Studio to make the thumbnails. Now, let's get straight into the video before I show you how to make the thumbnails. However, I will show you a small description of how I made the props. Props are certain items that you want users to look at when they see your thumbnail. Thus, they need to be appealing and attractive. I have already made my props, but here's a small video on how I did it. So first go to photopea.com and select Open from Computer. Now select your first item. This is a picture I took from the game, The Wild West, and today we will be making a thumbnail for that same game as well. Now, insert your other prop. So what I did here from now was basically copy-paste the second prop in all the boxes. To do this, press Ctrl+C and then Ctrl+V. Then just move the props around with your cursor. When you're done, you can export the picture like this. Remember, you can go to the Edit tab on the top left and then pick Free Transform to freely move your props. Now to add our second prop into the first, open a 1280x720 baseplate and insert the first picture, which we just exported. Do the same with the second. Now, you can use the edge points of the pictures to align, resize, and reposition them according to your will. You can also use the crop tool to reduce the size of the picture. Here I also used a green arrow to point to a specific point in the picture. When you're done, export the picture as PNG. I will show how to modify the character one later in the video. As for the thumbnail background, I simply just took a screenshot while being inside the game. Now let's get into making some thumbnails. I will make a few thumbnails to show the diversity. So first, open a project with a 1280x720 resolution and a transparent background. Then, drag and drop your thumbnail background into the transparent base plate. When you're done, you can use Free Transform to resize the picture in such a way that the Roblox logo at the top goes out of frame. Next, you can use the box blur filter from the Filter tab. This basically blurs your object, and the reason you should do this is because it gives the other props more focus. Now, I'll show you my modification with the character picture. So the picture was taken from the same game, but it has a background attached to it. What we intend to do is getting rid of it. Use the magnetic lasso tool to do this. But first, you can use the zoom tool at the very bottom to zoom in the picture. Then use the lasso tool to cut out your character as perfectly as you can. When you're done, use Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V to separate the two layers. And then, delete the background layer. Thus, now you have the character to work with. The lasso tool might seem hard, but give it a few tries, watch YouTube, and I think you will get the hang of it. Now you can actually make a good thumbnail with the combination of these two props. Double-clicking on the layer on the right side can open up a layer palette and you can do lots of stuff there. For example, you can add stroke, which is basically a borderline to your item. Set the thickness to what you prefer. Do the same with the character. You can also add a branding if you want. This can be either a channel logo, a game logo, or anything relevant to your video. Now you can save the picture as PNG and use it as a thumbnail. You can also use texts if you want. But make sure that the texts have bright colors so that they can be seen clearly on the preview. I used Obelix Pro as the font, which is the same one MrBeast and a lot of other YouTubers use. Thus, you can get a clean thumbnail this way also. Some experts however suggest that texts do not play a good role in thumbnails, so you can try making text seem useful instead of just copying the title. Now we can see all the thumbnails we've made in a glance. Not the best, but definitely more than average for a beginner YouTuber and probably a standard level thumbnail in the platform. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments. Also, comment about anything you want to know about Photopea and I will try my best to answer them. Join my Discord server to talk to me directly, and you can also participate in various events. Lastly, if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe. Also like the video since that boosts the algorithm and recommends my content to other people. I'll see you later, till then, goodbye.